lot of personal trainers on, a lot of people who are in this area about health, and talking about how they can help you during this COVID season and just help you in general, especially the African American community. So today I have Natasha St, owner of Spunky Vigorlectics LLC. She's a full-time mental health therapist and truly invested in the importance of mental health and its connection to the physical fitness. She's always been an active person, I think she said, since college. And what I really like about her is she has an amazing new product called Spunky Bands, which is what I know her from. I actually thought that was the name of her company, but it is an amazing product. And so Natasha, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Natasha. Like you said, I have been active pretty much before college. All throughout high school, I was in marching band. I was a dance girl. College, I was a dance girl all throughout college. Then after college, you know, got a little lazy, did a little working out here and there. Nothing consistent really, just, you know, sometimes. And you can gain a little weight if you're not really active, you know, no matter what your genes say. So maybe around the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, started working out like really hard with my best friend, and we were in the gym. We joined a program called F45, which is like functional fitness for 45-minute workouts. We were going all the time, started seeing like a lot of results. So I was just like, wow, my body really can change, like regardless. You know, people say, well, you're already small, what you working out for? But it's so much bigger than that, because exercise, the connection with my business is mental health awareness, because of the fact that evidence-based practice does prove that physical fitness is a stress reliever, basically, for your mental health. So exercise really does help with keeping you stable, keeping your mind just without having all of these things to really just cloud your mind. It helps you to release that stress and to basically be stable. So that's what Spunky V is all about basically bringing out your emotional, your physical, and your mental health, and keeping it all stable.
Yeah, I definitely, a lot of people can, I'm sure a lot of people can identify with exercise, you know, being a great coping mechanism. Definitely better than, you know, eating honey buns. Which I know a lot of us are probably doing.
Exactly. It's just like when you exercise, everything just kind of goes away. You're not really thinking about what happened prior to. You're kind of in the moment. It's like a mindfulness activity, because you're really focusing on what's happening in that moment. So that's what I like it so much. And then of course you like the results. You get the work, you can just keep on going. So yeah, for sure.
Okay, amazing. So if you guys are just joining us, this is Coffee and Collaborations. And I am joined today with Natasha St. And with Coffee and Collaborations, what we like to do is we like to highlight collaborations. You know, we feel like collaborations is the path for everyone to win. And it is part of our purpose in life. You know, you can get a lot more done when you have an effective collaboration with other people. You know, it will help your business, it'll help your personal life. And we do it anyway. We do it in general anyway. You know, most of our life is about collaboration, if you think about it. So Natasha, tell us about some collaborations that you do currently in your business right now.
My 8-session class pack that I have been pushing for this is the 3rd month, I believe. That's basically what I have on my site for training plans. And I've been working with a lot of people. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like a collaboration with another business, but just with like a lot of people in the community, whether they're working out on their own or they've already been like in the gym and things. But some people have kind of, you know, lost that touch since COVID has came. And so they kind of needed somebody to push them. So I've been kind of working with like a lot of females and men, right in their living room, working out 2 times live each week for 4 weeks. They get a written plan, they get a meal plan and grocery list. They also have an accountability group so that we're all together and communicating, networking in that group. So it's not just about, you know, the working out part. It's about everybody kind of sharing what they do outside of working out, so that we can all collab at the same time within our accountability group while we're, staying on top of each other, making sure that we're working out outside of our live classes. Because it's not just, when we're doing the training, you have to continue to work out outside of those 2 days. So they get that written workout as well to make sure that they're working out on a Monday and a Tuesday. Then Wednesday come, you're working out with me. Thursday come, you're working out with me. Friday, Saturday, whatever you want to do, you might could take a break. But right now, that's the biggest thing that has kind of taken off the 8-session class pack, because it's not expensive at all and you get a lot with it. A lot of my customers who have purchased bands are in that class because we do incorporate the hip bands, booty bands, as well as like lightweight dumbbells. So I would say that's probably my biggest collab right now, as far as for just networking within my own business.
And I think that's an amazing collaboration. When you're training people and you're helping people get healthy, it has to be a collaboration. And I think that's amazing that you're collaborating with them, for their health, but they have the ability to collaborate with other people within that group and network. Because we do need an accountability partner. I think that is definitely important. So is that something that you were currently doing before, or did you have to make a switch to doing it online?
I definitely made a switch. I kind of just it was a smooth transition, but I was doing in-person training. I had a small little load of people that were training with me in person. So it was personal training, but sometimes it would be small group, but the group that I was working with, they all kind of became cool with each other because we had an accountability group. And so they didn't mind if they shared one of their personal sessions with somebody else, because they all had the same goals or whatnot, to lose weight, to stay healthy, and to get fit. So they were the women that started with me from the beginning, and we were working out in person. Then of course, when COVID came and it started getting really, really serious and the stay-at-home order came, then I'm like, yeah, we can't do the in-person anymore. So I'm like, we can start doing some virtual stuff on Zoom. At first, it took some adaptation to get used to, but we did it. And then after that, I'm like, well, a lot of people are asking me for services and not just my normal people that I was already training. So I came up with the 8-session class pack to where it could be more structured, set days, to where my schedule is not crazy, because I'm still working full time and I want to cater to people, but at the same time, I can't in full like I want to. So I had to create something that could be structured around other people's time as well as mine. So the 8-session class pack gives you the option to have a 7:15 a.m. class and a 5:15 p.m. class on 2 days. So it's more like a spread of a wide range of choice. So a lot of people have signed up for that, and this is the 3rd phase. Okay,
that's amazing. So tell us about what came. How did Spunky V? How did it come up? I know you were doing some training already, right?
Yeah.
So how did you come to this? How did you arrive at Spunky V?
Spunky V came about basically from what I was saying before, just the consistent workouts and just the love that came from it, doing it with my best friend, just being excited, and then posting things, and then other people seeing you work out and being encouraged by, your transformation. And it just became a lifestyle. It wasn't you got to pay money to go work out, even though that is also a motivation, because you already paid your money, so you're going to go work out. But it was more so just okay, well, I've learned what I needed to learn from these great trainers that I was working with. Then we kind of left from there, went and got our own personal gym membership, was doing our own things. I'm very creative because I was already a dancer anyway, so I'm good with creating little steps and movements, and I was creating workouts. So I'm like, I was talking to my brother, and he's like, why don't you kind of just start your own thing? You got everything you need. You got a little following. You can get more, and come up with some gear or something. Or I really didn't even have it all thought out. I just kind of came up with the name, which kind of took 1 day, and that was back in May of 2019. And then from there, I came up with the whole mission that I wanted it to be centered around, which was around what I do full time and what I enjoy doing as a lifestyle, the mental and the physical health. And then the bands kind of just came about this was something that I use all the time when I'm in the gym. I use it outside of the gym, in my home, wherever. I was like, I can have my own bands. So I researched that, and then that was the first product that I got. Then I came out with the ankle straps, and then we got sports bras, power bands. going to get more stuff, just taking one step at a time, really, because, you know, it's only up from here. But yeah, it just kind of came about, and I'm just adding stuff to it. And of course, people wanted me to train them. So then that got added. I automatically had put on there, you know, fitness instruction. I wanted to do classes and things. And that's what I started doing, classes. We did like a booty band class. And it's more so like dance fitness, where you're dancing with the bands on and still getting like a whole HIIT workout. So if anything, it's more so a mixture of the HIIT workouts, the dance fitness, the personal training, trying to just cater to a little bit of everything what somebody needs.
Okay, so I missed something. I missed a little bit. I didn't know you had the sports bra and you said the ankle weights. Look, I've been missing out. Okay,
yeah,
that's
well, the
amazing.
ankle straps actually came when the gyms were still open. You know, like ankle straps that you put on so that you can connect it to the cables. I have those, but because I have power bands, you can also use the power bands with the ankle straps inside your home. So you don't necessarily have to be inside the gym, because you can connect it to your door, to something heavy, something outside that's metal, and still do all your leg exercises just like you're in the gym.
Okay.
So and I also have meal plans on the site as well.
So you give people the full gambit, you know, the classes, the product, the meal plan. That's amazing. Yeah, I think that's great. You know, be able to go to one place and kind of get everything. Mm-hmm. So your passion for you know, mental health and that intersection of mental health and physical health. How did we arrive there? Is there a story behind that where you were going through something and you said, and you kind of figured out how these two are connected? Because I know you talked about, you know, how one of your friends got you into working out, but is there something more to that?
I wouldn't say that it's anything too deep, besides for the fact that I know you work in like the mental health field as well, right? Mm-hmm. So it's more so just like, I guess, the fact that people who work in mental health, we do basically have mental health issues ourselves sometimes, because we're going and being exposed to a lot of, you know, that secondhand trauma from our clients constantly. So it's just like, what is going to be our relief? And I mean, I didn't have a therapist, even though I'm actually planning on getting a therapist myself right now. But I didn't have a therapist then when I first got into like the mental health field. And sometimes I would take some of that stuff home with me, like hearing these like negative stories, or just, you know, just having that energy and taking that home with you, which is not good at all. And then, you know, putting that on other people. And so working out became like the outlet from my job, and learning how to keep the job where it is and not bring that home. And when I'm at the gym, I'm just free from all of those secondhand traumas and from work altogether. So that's where it really came in for me. And that's why I say, let exercise be your stress reliever, because it's my stress reliever. It's like my therapy, basically.
Yeah. So definitely during this time where, you know, a lot of people are stressed. You know, you have so much uncertainty about, you know, what the country is going to look like, you know, what's going to be normal, you know, are we going to get back to where we were? So I definitely think that's really important. So what are some things that, you know, that you would say that some things that maybe some exercises or some things that, some staples that you have your clients do, you know, since you're working out at home? And I'm sure this was something that you've already seemed like you already kind of perfected anyway, working out at home. So I think this is great for you. But what would you say are some staples for people working out at home?
I would say to just kind of like get creative with it, because I know that a lot of people do not enjoy working out at home because of the fact that your home right now for a lot of people is like your office, your gym, your doctor's office, everything, daycare. So it's just like, you know, it's not really that outlet, but you have to be able to like get into it and try different things. And even if like when people were going to the gym and they really didn't know what they were doing, because I've had this conversation a million times with people, like people walk into the gym and they jump right on the treadmill, not even kind of knowing what their goals are and thinking that, oh, that's the only thing that I can do is get on the treadmill. But kind of take that and then take that to your home. Is like, okay, well, what are you actually working on? So like even on my page, I post different workouts and different targets of what like you're actually trying to focus on for that day, whether it's like lower body, like upper body, full body workouts, trying to get a HIIT workout in. So basically just trying to like make it interesting. And then that's where the dance fitness comes in as well, because, you know, if you kind of like to move or whatever, you know, you got your bands, then that's something that you can engage in because it's not boring, it's fun, you're doing it with other people, even though you might not be right beside that person, like in person, but you're still on the screen and you see that everybody is like hyped about it. And, you know, it's like an accountability thing and you're getting your exercise and your workout in. So more so just like being creative about it and trying to make it more interesting as possible and not doing the same workouts over and over. Trying to find people that know what they're doing that can kind of lead you, or, you know, just free stuff, because there's a lot of free stuff out there and people post videos. I post videos and that's free. So either ask questions. I don't mind answering questions. People DM all the time and say like, what can I do for this? And I'm like, well, here's a video for this right here, you know, because some people don't really know what they're looking at. So I don't mind answering questions, but just trying to be creative and be consistent about it while also finding new things to do, because there's so many different like areas of fitness right now.
Yeah, definitely. I think that definitely you said being creative. And I think a lot of people get, you know, you get stuck. You know, you get those people that want to be on the treadmill and now you can't get on the treadmill. It's like, what am I going to do?
Exactly. Some people don't even want to just like lose weight. They want to tone, they want to build, but then they automatically think, oh, let me go run on the treadmill and that's how I'm going to reach all of my goals. But no, it's so much more to that. Like, don't be scared to pick up a weight.
I see you do a lot of, you know, like you said, the HIIT workout, a mixture of the cardio and, you know, kind of the high impact. Mm-hmm. What would you say, what do you want to tell people are some, you know, maybe some things that they can do? Because I know everybody's looking to lose weight generally or maintain. Mm-hmm. So, and I think people generally think about, I just need to burn calories. Mm-hmm. And especially I see a lot of women, well, I don't want to pack on too much muscle. I don't want to get too big.
Right.
You know. So what can you say to some of those people? What are going to be the best workouts to meet those goals of, you know, trying to lose some weight and maybe tone a little bit?
Right. So somebody trying to lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit. So basically you want to eat less calories than what you're actually burning. So the formula would be, if you are eating 2,500 calories a day, or if you're burning 2,500 calories a day, you need to eat maybe about 2,000 calories or a little bit less, depending on the speed that you want to lose the weight, so that you can actually see the weight coming off from your workouts. You can't work out and then go eat 3,000 calories when you only burn like 1,000 and something, and then expect to lose weight. You have to eat less than what you're actually burning. If you're trying to maintain, which is what I'm basically doing, and sometimes I might try to gain a little bit, but it's just like I work out so much, so I kind of got it a little bit easier because I can kind of stay where I'm at or have room to grow a little bit. So if I'm going to burn over 2,500 calories, I can eat 2,500 calories because I'm trying to maintain. If I'm trying to gain a little bit of weight, I might go to 2,700 or close to 3,000 or something because I'm trying to gain a little bit. So when they say that the nutrition part and the food part, like that's important, it really is important. Of course, when you're like working out all the time, you do have some leeway because you're working out and constantly like burning calories. But for somebody that's just starting out and they have a lot of weight to lose and they have to be a little bit more strict on themselves, I do not do diets. I don't promote a lot of dieting and all these crazy things to like go by. Like this whole time has really just been basic meal prepping, meal planning, eating cleaner, not a whole bunch of diets, literally just kind of course, checking food labels, looking at all these different processed foods and things that we buy or that we're eating. You can't be perfect all the time. We don't even have time based on our schedules. But if you're cooking a meal, literally you ain't got to be fancy and go find all these recipes. Go get a piece of salmon, go get some brown rice, go get some string beans. Like change it up, go get some grilled chicken, put it on a salad. Like, and it's not about eating a salad every day either because you need to eat. Some people think to lose weight, like I'm just gonna eat less or just miss a meal. No, because then
I'm fast.
You're going to starve yourself. Exactly. No, your body goes into a fat storing mode to where it's basically keeping that fat, and which is probably the most stubborn area, our stomachs. And you're thinking that you're helping yourself, but you're really not, because your body just thinks that as if it's starving. So it's going to try to pick off what's already there and keep that fat where it's at. So that's why you have to eat. You eat smaller meals throughout the day so that you don't try to eat a big, like huge pizza at one time thinking like, oh, I'm good for the rest of the day because I didn't got full and I got all my calories. No. Eat smaller meals throughout the day.
Look, you eat that pizza for breakfast and then you're good for the rest of the day. There you go.
No, that's what some people think, that you just, because you ate a lot in one meal that you're good. Like, no, you have to eat in order to lose weight. And I know that sounds backwards, but you have to eat. Anybody losing weight, gaining weight, you have to eat. Definitely when you're trying to gain, because some people want to gain. You have, especially men are like trying to gain weight and stuff if they're smaller and they want to gain muscle, they want to gain weight, and it might be hard for them or whatever, but they have to constantly eat a lot to keep that weight on. And when you're trying to lose, you have to continue to exercise and make sure that you're eating smaller meals and just stay on track. No crazy diets.
Yeah, that eating pizza in the morning, that's that college meal plan.
Exactly, cold pizza at that.
Yeah, some people still on their college meal plan.
Right,
Sometimes my kids want to eat pizza in the morning. I'm like, look, especially during this time, I'm like, okay, go ahead. So we might eat some cereal for dinner. I'm like,
right, and that's fine. Like, my metabolism has shot up since I've been working out so much. And so like, I might eat dinner and have something clean. And then like within the next 30 minutes to an hour, I'll still be hungry and I'm going to be up late because I do stay up late. So I'll eat a bowl of cereal or something, just to kind of feel that hunger vibe, because I'll be so hungry and I have to eat a lot to kind of maintain. But everybody's different. But you don't want to starve yourself. If you're hungry, you're supposed to eat. Like, that's the thing. People have asked me like, well, I didn't get full off of that meal, so am I supposed to like not eat till the next day? No, eat something. That's why you have snacks in between your meals. Like, have snacks and stuff, healthier snacks, so that you can kind of maintain and not just be starving until your next meal.
Yeah, I've noticed, and definitely with myself and with my family, something we've had to cut down on. In Americans, like we spend more time eating. We eat enough in snacks that is equivalent to a meal. And like, and then you still eat your meal. And I've had to get on my kids about this, about counting meals. I'm like, look, stop counting meals. You've had enough. Like, you've had this, but we haven't had dinner or we haven't had lunch. I'm like, stop counting meals.
Right. Just eat when you're hungry.
Yeah, they get so caught up.
Right.
Yeah. You mentioned, you say burning like 2,000 calories.
Mm-hmm.
How hard is that to do?
Not that hard. Because really, of course you need like some type of tracker. Like, this Apple Watch stays on me besides when it's on the charger. So a Fitbit, Apple Watch, whatever else is out there, that helps you to track. Of course, it might not be the most accurate, but it is accurate enough to get like a feel and like an area of how many calories you're burning each day. And then like different apps like MyFitnessPal, and what's the other one? The MyPlate app. That's the one that I like to use, because you can scan barcodes right in your home so that you can get the full nutrition value and of how many calories you're actually about to put into your body. So you can literally meal prep right in your phone, plan your meal out for the day and say, okay, I'm about to eat this much calories for breakfast. I'm gonna eat this much for lunch, this much for snack. Or you can do it at the end of the day and just go about your day, where some of us have more leeway working from home now. Like, okay, what do I have in my cabinet, in my refrigerator? I have this, so this might be my breakfast and this might be my lunch. And I can just go ahead and track that in my app so that I can see how many calories that's coming up to by the end of the day. And then when I get my workout in, I can also see how many calories I burned from my workout. And then it will also transfer to that app and calculate it for you. So it'll take away from how many calories you need to eat based upon how much exercise you had for the day. Okay. So there's so many different like apps and, ways to track. I know some people are, I can't do all that's too much, but it kind of gets fun for real. You get to go around and scan and stuff and be like, oh, let me see how much calories this is and how much is this going to equal out to, type of thing. So it's like a lifestyle. It gets like exciting because like I said, even when we first started going hard, working out in the gym and just trying different meals and still being able to eat good and things that I like to eat and not having all of these crazy things that I never even knew how to pronounce. Not doing all of that. I'm still eating what I want to eat, but just cleaner choices. Like, you can't be out here eating a whole bunch of fried chicken and be like, well, I ain't losing my stomach. No, that's not what you can do. You can wait for a cheat meal. And people be like, oh, I got a cheat meal this week. You just started. No, you can't have a cheat meal. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve a cheat meal. You just started. It doesn't work like that because you're going to just gain it right back.
Yeah, I've found that, we are quick to want to kind of give ourselves a pat on the back. I lost 2 pounds. I can eat this.
No.
I need to celebrate, and you celebrate too early.
Your mind gets basically set. Once you do something for like over 20 days, 28 days, then it's like it becomes easier. So like not eating fast food, if that was like somebody's thing and they ate fast food all the time. Once you don't eat fast food for 27 days, like you probably won't even have the urge to go get Burger King or Wendy's or McDonald's, especially. Like I don't really eat fast food at all. The only fast food that I might pull up at is Chick-fil-A, because that's what you call a bougie fast food.
Yeah, everybody loves Chick-fil-A.
Right, exactly.
People are serious about their Chick-fil-A.
Right, it's other stuff that you can get from these fast food restaurants when you're on the go, because sometimes we are on the go and a meal plan or meal prep you don't have the time for that, so you have to get what you can at that moment. But it's stuff that you can get in that moment that doesn't have to be the most terrible thing on the menu. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'll talk to my clients and stuff about, because I don't want them to basically go crazy trying some meal plan and meal prep. And I give them the meal plan that I created. Of course, you don't have to follow it to a T, but it's like a guide to give you ideas to create different things on your own as well. So, but you don't have to be out here trying to search for all of these different foods and recipes when you could just have basic food for the week. It's not really that hard. Once you start, it's just like, oh, I know what else I can make. That's not bad. This is cleaner. This is not going to, harm me, or I'm not eating a whole bunch of grease. Air fry something if you want something fried. Everybody loves the air fryer now.
Yeah, everybody loves that. I've been meaning to get one myself.
I love the air fryer.
Yeah. So everybody is, people have been on quarantine for a little while. Some of us are still on quarantine, and people are a lot less active. What would you say is a good plan, just for activity level? Since we are less active, what would you say is a good, workout plan for people while they're, spending more time at home? Because I know typically, they recommend it, you work out 3 times a week or something, or maybe 20 minutes a day. What would you say is a good amount of time for people to kind of be active, like daily or weekly?
I would say like 2 to 3 times a week, at least 30 minutes. If you can get 30 minutes in, even 20 to 30 minutes of just like consistent exercise and not cheating yourself within that 20 to 30 minutes and not taking like a whole bunch of breaks, and literally actually having your timer on or having that video on, whatever your guide is, or actually writing out your workouts, because I like to write my workouts like down so that like what the next exercise is, and then you can use your watch or whatever you're using to kind of time you and give yourself those 20-second breaks in between each exercise or each circuit. Like do some circuit training. Circuit training is when you're doing like different parts of your body. Like you might focus on your upper body for the first couple of sets of exercises. And then for the second circuit, it might be lower body. So you're doing a whole bunch of lower body exercises. And then the last one might just be a full HIIT workout for the circuit number 3. And so you're using your timer and kind of just getting that in. You can be done in 30 minutes. And that's really what my class is about. With the 2 days that we work out live, because you have 45 minutes to work out. We have stretching in the beginning, we warm up, and then we get straight into the workout, and we get all of that done in 45 minutes, as well as whatever talking at the end. And I change it up some, but most of the time I'm either doing like 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off, or 30 seconds on, 15-second rest, and then we're back in. I might do to where I do a superset, and we're doing like a mountain climber, and then you're going straight into a jumping jack right behind each other, and then you take the rest. Then we go right back into that exercise. So you're doing like a lot of HIIT stuff. So It just depends, but I like to make it interesting and do different things because you have to shock your body. And like I said before, like you don't want to stay within the same routine, because if you stay within the same routine, your body's not going to react to that. So you have to do different things for your body to react to it.
The body is like, oh, we did this yesterday. Like,
exactly. Like,
this is easy. Like, this is easy.
You got anything else to do? All these exercises?
So as we close out, tell our people how they can get, how they can join your classes, how they can get a hold of you, how they can, purchase some of your products. What's your social media? Kind of give us the rundown.
So my social media is basically name of the business, Spunky Vigorlectics _LLC on Instagram. On Facebook, it's just Spunky Vigorletics. My website is spunkyvigorletics.com. For the actual training program, you would go on the website, click under training plans, and it has all the details and information there to break down what benefits come from the class. It's only $20 a week for 4 weeks. It's automatically billed. If you don't want to do the $20 a week coming out of your account, some people just want to go ahead and pay the $80 for that 4 weeks. And so you just will contact me personally, and we can handle that via Cash App, PayPal, Square, Apple Pay, whatever, just to get that out the way. But it's right there. Everything is listed. Like I said, it's 2 class options, 7:15 a.m., 5:15 p.m. We work out Wednesdays and Thursdays live on the Zoom. But you are responsible for making sure that you still get those other 2 days or 3 days, or however hard you're going, on your own, basically, because you get that written workout as well to follow. And I'm there to answer questions. You have that accountability group with the rest of your people. And I will do demonstration videos for written workouts, whatever you need. I'm trying to be as accessible as I can in the group chat. So that's that. And you get your meal plans with your grocery list. So yeah, everything is there. All the information to break down. All you need is some bands. And they don't have to be my bands, even though I do recommend my bands. But you need some resistance bands and some dumbbells for the workouts, just because that strength training and resistance training is what is going to help you to lose the weight. Of course, body weight exercises are good too, because that's what we do, but you have to be able to switch it up and give yourself some resistance and strength in there with your workout so that you can kind of shock your body once again and feel something different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us, for this episode of Coffee and Collaborations. This month we're talking about how health is wealth, and a lot of people want to be wealthy, but if you have a whole bunch of money and you're unhealthy and you can't get out and drive your car, or you can't go out on vacation, it really don't mean anything to have a whole bunch of money.
Exactly.
So thank you again for joining us, guys.
No problem.
CNC family, go out and get those bands, those spunky bands. Join Natasha for that workout. It sounds amazing. This is your accountability partner, definitely during this COVID season, because, for our health in general, it is important that we also maintain our physical health. So we are less likely to get a virus or get sick or anything else. And like Natasha said, there's also that intersection between your mental health and your physical health. So again, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Coffee and Collaborations. Please join us again on Mondays. And, we are all about the collaboration. The coffee is optional, but the collaboration is essential. See you guys next time. All right. Bye.
Thank you.
This has been a Coffee and Collaborations media production. Follow us at coffeeandcollaborations.com, on Twitter at coffee in the letter N collab, on Instagram at Coffee and Collaborations, and on Facebook at Coffee and Collaborations. See you in the next episode.